What's your favorite book or author?
Well, I'm a huge Stephen King reader.
Anyone in particular?
Oh, let's see. Salem's Lot probably still is my most favorite one because that one's just scared the heck out of me. I like Jennifer Shiverini. I love her books. Um, I wish I could read more. I said that's another thing I'm going to be doing is where I can sit and actually read a book. Um, I like Grisham's books. I like Patterson's books. Uh,
What children's book has always been something that just either gets a great reaction out of the kids, or that you like in particular?
well, things have changed a lot now since, I mean, there's so many different TV shows and everything for kids that have books patterned after them that there's a lot more now than there was when my kids were little or when I worked in children's. Dr. Seuss is still one that, I mean, my son, that is all he ever wanted to read was Dr. Seuss. And there's still kids who come in, you know, and like to take out the Dr. Seuss books. But there's, oh, and I can't think of the name right now. Oh, it's a older kids series of mysteries. Well, even the Nancy Drew. We still have Nancy Drew books here. That, you know, some kids will start reading those because their, you know, moms maybe did or dads did, and then they'll go on to other mystery series we have now.
Or the Laura Ingalls books?
Laura Ingalls books are very popular. And of course, then now we have the graphic novels, which I still can't get used to because you read back to front. And those, well, in our day they used to call them comic books, but now they're graphic novels. But they are very popular.
Okay. Are you from here originally?
Yes.
Oh, you are? Oh,
Mhm.
You went to Hartford.
Hartford High School. Yeah,
What
went to
grade
St.
school?
Killian's.
Oh, you did? Who was your teacher there?
Oh,
Or
which
your
nun?
principal?
Well, I had nuns for one thing. When I was there, it was almost all nuns. The principal when I was there was Sister Camiona, and she had a German accent, and she was very strict, but she was also very fair. I mean, she didn't let you have it unless she knew for sure you did it. Most of the nuns I had were very nice. You know, there were a couple here and there, but that happens with regular teachers too. So.
Right. Wow. Well, this has been a real pleasure to talk with you. You do not look 70.
Well, thank you.
Oh my gosh. And everybody's fit, and you've got every wherewithal. I work a lot with Alzheimer people, and you can kind of see different trends, but I'm sure reading has been, you know, just such a...
Well, and I think just working too, you know, just having to remember certain things in my job that, you know, helps the memory a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
In your travels, where else have you been that they've had a nice library? Like when you travel, do you go to...
I don't. Now, my sister, Marcia, she retired from here last November. And she had been here almost as long as I had, but she was always part-time in children's. And she's the one that I'd always say to her, I'm not going with you because, you know, well, let's go to Horicon, and you're going to want to go to the library. Let's go to West Bend, and you're going to want to go to the library. So she's the one that really always, in fact, she's down in Florida right now, and one of the first things she did was get a card down there in the library that was near where my mom stays. So.
Do you have your first library card?
No.
What were those like?
You know, I can't remember what they were like when I was a kid. I do remember when we had the Gaylord, it was paper, it was like a paper card, and then it had a metal number in it. And that's what you would put into that machine, and then that would go onto the card to see that you were the one that had out that book. But I really, isn't that I can't remember what we had.
That
I
always was
think
such
they
a
were
big,
just like cardboard or something.
that was such a big thing as a kid to get your
Oh,
library
yeah.
card.
Yes.
What was that sound that that Gaylord made?
Oh, it kind of, it was kind of a metallic-y clunk, clunk.
Yeah, you'll always remember that.
Oh,
Norman.
yeah.
And
Oh,
now
yeah.
the machines?
Everything's automated now, so now we have this biblioteca, it's called, where our stuff all is tagged, and all we have to do is put it down on the pad by the desk, and it just checks it out. And then when it comes back, we have a conveyor belt in back, we shoot it down there, and it checks it in. So we don't have to do anything. Now, when we get books back from another library, those we have to still take the wand and do the barcode. But it's so much easier than it used to be.
And I suppose lifting too. I mean, that would be the thing that would be daunting, would be just lifting all those books on a regular basis.
Well, that we still have to do, though, because, they come back, and I'm the one that orders the adult fiction. And I said it was my last order. I think I had 8 big Baker and Taylor boxes come in on Friday. And so, yeah, we're still carrying books around. But it's, and they have to be shelved again, of course, when they come back. I said, now that's what they should come up with. A little robot that would come and shelve them.
Then what happens to all our librarians?
Well, there still would be plenty to do.
Okay.
In fact, right now we have, I would say 3/4 of our shelving is done by volunteers, because we're all so busy with everything else that there's no time to, if you have, a half hour, yeah, you grab a cart and you'll go out and you'll do some shelving. But
Just to wrap